This is 3 News.
Does an interest-free home loan sound too good to be true? Well, a charitable trust claims to provide just that and one day hopes to become a mainstream alternative to banks. But the Liberty Trust now faces being deregistered as a charity, despite making no money and helping hundreds of needy people. Brooke Sabin took a closer look.
In her small West Auckland house, BRONWYN Palmer does some pretty amazing work. She's fostered children for nearly 40 years and has also looked after terminally ill babies.
They're pretty sick when you get them, oxygen, tube feeding, that kind of thing.
But she would have lost her home 10 years ago had it not been for an interest-free loan from the Liberty Trust.
I think I cried when I first heard I'd got it. I was just overwhelmed, really.
The religious-based trust is open to anyone and has lent more than $18 million over 21 years, mostly to first home buyers. So how does it work? Say you want a $200,000 mortgage. The first thing you need to know is that you won't get your money for about 10 years. You'd spend that time donating 20%. In our example, that's $40,000 to Liberty. You then get your loan interest-free, which has to be paid back over 7 years. That would be nearly $2,400 a month, or about $550 a week. That's significantly cheaper than a traditional loan.
Well, most people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in rent or mortgage interest over their lives, but because we lend without interest, people can repay their mortgage quite swiftly.
Charles MacDonald investigated the trust and says it is robust, although people need to fully understand you can't get your donations back.
Once they've accepted that, I don't think there's any risk. There is an expectation of being able to get a mortgage at a later date, and my cash flow analysis showed that those mortgages would be available.
And there is one last benefit. Remember that $40,000 you donated? You can claim a third of it back in tax rebates. But now the Charities Commission wants to deregister the trust because 3 News understands it believes Liberty doesn't satisfy its stated charitable purpose to advance religion.
Yes, it could mean that the donors won't get back a third of the donation that they make in their tax return.
But the Liberty Trust isn't phased. They say it would still provide substantial savings and hope to one day become a mainstream alternative to banks to help more people like BRONWYN and the incredible work she does. Brooke Sabin, 3 News.